All right, John Reeves. So there's a lot happening right now, certainly in the military. There's a big story out of Afghanistan and Britain this week. I know you commented on your radio show on 1170 AM at 7 o'clock Military Mondays. What's going on?
Well, Craig, pretty monumental what's going on right now in Afghanistan. We actually turned over command of one of the largest bases there at Camp Leatherneck. The Marines in the United Kingdom turned it over to the Afghan Army. So kind of a big deal for a lot of us, especially the guys who have served over there, gone over there. We're giving something back that, has been there for now 13 years.
Crazy.
So one of the biggest bases in Afghanistan. It's 40,000 people were on it in its heyday, and now it's turned over. I've got a friend over there right now, actually an active duty Marine, who was part of the turnover ceremony. So kind of a big deal, raising the Afghan flag and lowering the American flag.
Well, we appreciate his service. We appreciate your service, and certainly everyone else who's been brave to go over there and continue today. So your radio show at KCBQ, 7 o'clock Military Mondays. What's coming up in the future on your show?
Well, the show is always, we're featuring military topics, military real estate, military finance, anything that's out there to help our veterans, active duty members of the military, and of course our friends and family of the U.S. military. So we always say we're serving those who served on our show, trying to teach, educate, inform, and obviously do the same thing that you do, but on a very targeted market, which is our military and our veterans. So.
Love it, man. I love seeing your show take off. So John follows me. My show's at 6. He comes right after me on Mondays, and always great content. One of the things you were talking about recently, we've talked about the benefits of having served and being able to buy a home, 100% financing, which means no money down, no mortgage insurance. I don't want to get into boring details on that. We've touched that before, but today you wanted to go a little bit deeper on actually being able to be an investor with your VA eligibility. So what do we need to know?
Yeah, Craig, there's a lot of guys out there who are active duty military or veterans who can actually buy, with the VA loan, a multi-unit, live in one of the units and rent out the other 3, 2, or 1 unit. What that does is it simply offsets your mortgage. So it's very possible that you can live in a multi-unit, live in one and rent out the other ones, and actually live mortgage-free and, in fact, make money, which is a great opportunity because the VA loan allows you to do that, and you can still get the same benefit of the VA loan of $546,000, $250 here in San Diego. So you literally can acquire a property, get the same tax benefits of depreciation and investment real estate while living in one and benefiting from someone else paying off your mortgage. I'm actually working with 5 buyers right now who are doing just that, going into the winter months. They said, John, I don't want to pay rent anymore. One of them lives in Coronado, which we just talked about. He's paying $3,500 a month. He wants to stop that. So he wants to buy something in San Diego and have someone else offset his mortgage, and he's using a VA loan to do that. So
how do you identify these properties? I know, it can't be easy to find some of the better deals, the cash flowing properties. Here we're going to show some of the examples of deals that you've closed on for our vets.
We've got North Park, Hillcrest. We look for residential income properties. They're a little bit different than your standard detached, so you really don't have the same amount of competition that you would have in a tight market like this. You're not having to compete against other home buyers. You're now competing against investors who are usually all cash. Maybe they're coming in a lot lower. So your VA loan, even though we're coming in lower than asking price, we're not as low as the cash offers that are coming in. So we're creating opportunities out there for our buyers. And it's great for anyone who is looking in a great neighborhood in San Diego but can't afford a home in North Park, Hillcrest, Mission Hills, some of the higher dollar markets here. Well, if you if you go after the...
Well, that's your military background talking right there.
Yes, it is.
Calm down, Reeves. Saturday morning.
If you go after the 2 to 4 units, you don't have the same level of competition. So some of these 2 to 4 units, you can buy it as a 3 or 4 unit and convert it into a 1, a detached home that's very, very large. Like we've got guys who use the VA loan. This one you're looking at, he bought. His mortgage is $2,500. He makes $4,900 a month in gross mortgage in gross rents. He's only paying $1,000 a month because everyone else is offsetting what he's doing. Same thing. There's one in North Park, makes $6,300 a month gross rent. He lives there rent free, and he's making $2,000 a month. So he's being paid to live in a place, and he used 0 down payment to acquire it. So
yeah, and that's the big part about it is, you got to live somewhere, right? So with this low interest rate environment, you're seeing that a mortgage payment is very similar to what you would pay in rent, but not having to put anything down. So if you haven't served in our military, there's still great options for you. You can get by with 3.5%, 5% down in some cases. But if you serve, this is one of the things our government gets right. You don't have to even put a penny down. It can all be financed. And what John's team can do is they can actually work out the numbers for you and see if it makes sense. So I couldn't give a higher recommendation when it comes to investing military. He's got a a laundry list of success stories, and he just continues to do great things for those who have served. So, John, I appreciate people reaching out to you at reefpointrealestate.com. Is that the best website?
That's it, reefpointrealestate.com. We're all about changing lives. We don't measure it in transactions or homes closed. We're here to change lives. Same thing I did in the military as a Marine officer, leading people, changing lives. That's what we're doing right now in the civilian world, and we're loving it. So,
love it, man. Well, if you're buying, if you're selling, or if you just have questions, if you have served, there's one guy to reach out to. It's John Reeves. John, congratulations on all the success of your radio show, and thanks for following me up every Monday on KCBQ. Appreciate you coming in here today.
You bet. Thanks for the Saturday morning.